Lanka won the toss and they elected to field first. What do you think? Is it the right decision?
It depends actually, because Sri Lankan team, I don't think they had a good spinner. They had a, a genuine fast bowler, Basit Malinga, and one Pradeep, who is doing fine in this World Cup. So I guess they tried to give them an opportunity to take early wickets, which I guess the same idea for Pakistan it was. But eventually, I think Finch and David Warner was too good for them. But still, if you see, I think they did a little bit better than Pakistan because they keep them quiet for a long time. Like Finch and Warner was not really comfortable against them. But yeah, if you can't take early wickets, that's the problem. And there was
And plus, you see, not only they failed to take early wickets, their spinner De Silva took the first wicket of Warner. So
exactly,
basically,
yeah.
and Pradeep got like 88 runs in 10 overs. So, like it was a completely mess up in the beginning. I think it was a wrong decision because they don't have a proper bowling attack to take advantage of early moisture or overcast conditions. So I think it was a wrong decision. But don't you think Warner again played a very strange inning today?
I think
20
Warner
something,
has some. I
48
think
balls.
David Warner has a mind problem. Like he can't set up his mind what he need to do, how he need to work on with Aaron Finch, because I think he's giving Finch a little bit more momentum to Finch
Mhm.
to carry on with his innings, and Warner want to settle down. Against Pakistan, he was not that comfortable as we see Warner in last franchise leagues, but still it's good for them. And one more thing I'd like to add on that. If you choose fielding first and
Mhm.
you show us that kind of pathetic and pedestrian fielding, you
Mhm.
are you're giving them buys, you are misfielding, you are not making half chances as your wickets. That gives batsmen a bit relaxed. You know what I mean? Sri Lanka had a bad experience against New Zealand. There was batting
Mhm.
first in a very cold environment and a green pitch, and it was not very pleasant experience for
Mhm.
Sri Lanka. So I think that was the back of the mind that work also, that they don't want to bat first. They want to put themselves in front of Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins very early morning. So I think that was the good thing. And eventually, you know what? If I analyze whole Australian innings, their middle order having now a bit issues, because I don't think the middle order picking up. Glenn Maxwell is playing like a T20. You can't rely on him. So Warner, Finch, and Smith. After that, I can't see anyone. And they were struggling against India. They were struggling against Pakistan. They were struggling today as well. Pakistan is
But
still.
it was a different ball game in the sense that your captain, your opener, he scored runs, and not only he scored runs. I think it's a big lesson for all the Pakistani and other
He
players
is
who scored 30 and they get relaxed. He scored 50, he scored 100, and even after that he was not relaxed. He scored 153. So you
if
need
you
to carry
see
on the inning. That's
Yeah,
very important.
exactly. If you see whole Australian innings in this World Cup, Aaron Finch is the only person who actually thinking about taking responsibility along with Smith.
Mhm.
So, I think Australian batsmen has to come forward, like middle order, Glenn Maxwell, Sean Marsh, Stoneys. They need to come forward to take responsibility. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them to,
Yeah.
you know, retain the cup.
But wicket is very different in overs, very slow, and that's why I think, as far as corner is concerned, in Taunton I observed the ball was coming on the bat not quite easily, but it was better than oval. So he was scoring freely. But here in oval, both games, I mean, against India and today against Sri Lanka, the ball was not coming onto the bat easily. So he was struggling. That's why his strike and everything suffered. So wicket is a bit different. So towards slower side. What do you think?
If you see oval ground, oval and Lords is one of the ground. They are not completely batting track or not completely bowling track.
Mhm.
They're actually sporting wicket. If you bowl in a good area with a good plan, you will get success. And if you are better and if you bat with patience, you will get
Mhm.
success. As we see Aaron Finch, he scored more than 150 and was look like he can destroy anything.
Mhm.
But once end of the innings, Australia tried to smash everything, and there was a rushing up with every single ball. There
Yeah,
was
almost the similar end. What happened against Pakistan? They lost so many wickets
exactly
in the
there.
end,
Yeah,
but
that
there
was
were
my
two two brilliant run outs by
Definitely,
Udana.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
And that was my point actually against Pakistan, against Sri Lanka, against India as well. The middle order did not come forward to take the responsibility to make a huge run. So that was Australia. This is Australia's big problem.
so basically, if you want to win a game against Australia, for other teams who have not played against Australia yet, so the key thing against Australia to get the early wickets and then expose the
If you
middle
get
order.
if you get early wickets against Australia, you will be in driving position. And
Yeah.
I think how many match Australia chase against a successful chase against Afghanistan, I guess.
Well, you see, if they did against Afghanistan, it should not be counted because they've got a different attack.
That's true. So if any other team put Australia under chase
Yeah.
and Australia has to chase a big score, that will
Yeah.
be difficult for Australia because
Yeah,
Australia
the scoreboard pressure you're talking about. Yeah.
scoreboard pressure, and if
Mm.
opponent can take early wickets, either David Warner or Finch got out very quickly, Australia will be in danger.
One more thing, I was just I, I got some stats like in 36th over they scored 205 runs with a run rate of 5.6 something, and they
Yeah,
scored massively in last 15-14 overs because Maxwell scored with good strike rate. So it means if you keep wickets and you fail to expose Australian middle order, then they will definitely score over 300 wickets.
they will definitely struggle with it. And if you see, you say that they score a big run end of the last 5 overs, 10 overs, but if you see, they score in certain overs. In one over they score 16, in one over they score 22, and those
Yeah.
2 overs are give them a boost.
Yeah, it's
Run.
intelligent style of batting because you can't hit every bowler, so they
It is
pick and choose their bowlers.
it is intelligent as well as it is the weakness as well. Because if other team
Yeah, in
can
the
think,
sense, yeah,
don't give them any easy runs, and they can control their last 10 overs. And
hmm.
in World Cup, last 10 over, if you can't smash the ball, it will be a problem for you.
So today we saw Smith batting,
Yeah,
and Smith is one of the top 4 or 5 batsmen we're talking about, like Virat Kohli, Root, Ken
yeah,
Williamson, Smith, and now we're
and he
talking
played good.
about Babar Azam as well. Uh, but if you see the way he bats,
Very
the way he holds his
a
bat, the way
very unusual stance.
it's
Yeah,
very unusual, very
this is
unorthodox, and
yeah, this is
it
not
doesn't look like a
new
proper
actually.
batsman, but still he manages to time the ball properly.
Exactly, this is
It's
not
very
new
strange.
actually because he actually feels very comfortable to put bat leaning on his bat, leaning on his
Yeah,
shoulder, not working on his footwork too much. So when he's
yeah,
shuffling too much, he's standing outside of leg stump. When bowler delivered the ball, he comes forward and shuffle too much. But he is
yeah.
confident because he is playing with his bat. He doesn't think about his feet movement too much.
Footwork, yeah,
So this is why it's difficult for a bowler to form
yeah.
him in front
Very
of,
unusual technique. A guy who scored so many runs, one of the top batsmen
and not a very
in the
stylish
world,
technique.
but still, his technique is compared to Virat Kohli or Ken Williamson, Root or Babar Azam. It's totally different. If you match their technique, he's not in that league, but
Exactly.
average and everything is there.
Exactly. So what do you think? It will be chaseable score for Sri Lanka?
I think somebody has to stand up and take responsibility. 1 or 2 centuries required, definitely.
Um,
Their batting line is not that great, obviously.
exactly. Recent performance of
Stark,
Sri Lanka,
Stark
yeah.
can come
Oh,
and come very,
exactly.
they'll
Yeah.
attack
And the
from
weather has
ball
become very
ball
cloudy in
one.
London at the moment, so I
Yeah,
think it will be ball is still swinging, and Stark and Cummins will take that full
yeah.
advantage of the weather.
I think they will, by the look of it, the way they are bowling right now, and the way they are fielding, Australian fielding. I think they can win this game at least by 100 runs.
If Australia win this match by 100 runs, the run rate will be very good.
Yeah, their run rate is very good. Exactly. So I mean, I think we covered all the areas. Basically, the bottom line is, I think winning a toss and elected to field first,
You have to take early wickets.
basically it backfired because they
It,
didn't take
it
any
is
early
backfired for Sri
wicket.
Lanka unless you take early wickets.
Early wickets, yeah,
Backfired for Pakistan as well. They was brilliant on their bowling,
yeah,
and in that over,
yeah,
restricts Australian 207. But no, if you don't take early wickets, Smith
yeah.
that can destroy
But
you.
there are definitely some weaknesses in middle
Australia,
order.
Australia,
Warner is not
big,
very
big,
fluent.
big
He
weakness.
can, yeah,
It's a
and
big weakness.
Warner is not fluent. You can take his wicket if you pressurize him and bowl
Yeah,
some
I mean,
dot
if
balls.
you if just one in my back of my mind, if you think compared to in England and Australia, England yesterday, Wokes comes on number three, and he played a brilliant number, 40 runs on 54. So that means their middle order is strong. It's not very weak. They had Butler and Stokes and Wokes as well. But Australia, no, I can't see anyone who can take the responsibility. If you need a carry bet through the innings, I can't see
Hmm.
anyone from Australia can do this.
All right, so we'll meet again tonight, Mahmood, and inshallah
Ooh,
we'll
inshallah.
discuss Pakistan versus India, the biggest match of this
Yeah, we
year,
need to
or maybe
think of
for
that.
next 4 years.
Exactly.
And there's another thing we would like to discuss. There's a video circulating on YouTube regarding the team politics going on in Pakistani team against Sarfaraz,
Yes,
some grouping and everything. So I don't know
yes.
how true is that, but
We will talk
one of
about it.
one of the celebrities in Pakistan, a guy named Raju Jamil, uh, he said something like, and he said that he got information, first-hand information about that. So let's discuss that as well. We can share that
Yeah,
clip as well.
we will.
So let's discuss that, and let's see what happens in this match, and then we'll do the review for tomorrow's game, Pakistan versus India, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So lovely talking to you.
Thank you very much. I
Take
hope the
care, everybody.
people like the video as well, and feel free to comment below. And if if you would like to join with it, because it's a fan-based cricket discussion, if you'd like to join with us,
Yeah.
just drop an email, and we will invite you, so you can share
And
your
please
views.
subscribe in big numbers, please. We are cricket lovers like you. And don't forget to press the bell icon as well so you get